Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to our Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode playthrough. Now I have I was crafting up the armor core, at least 72, and I realized I had no leather again. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of not having leather. Let's just go ahead and get the cow essence. So I was like, all right, so we need cow chunks. All right, I need to go kill a cow. So I flew over to my little spawning area where all my stuff was, and I noticed something. And what I noticed, and we'll go into a second, what happened with this is that the grass was all red. And what apparently had happened, and I hadn't actually realized was happening, I was spreading the Dreadlands biome with that plague thing that I was getting from my mob farm. And I had actually turned some of this stuff to a Dreadlands biome, which would also explain why stuff was spawning in my mob spawner, my mob farm or whatever. I was getting Dreadlands spawn, which was kind of confusing. But that is because I had turned it into Dreadlands biome. Now, if we look at all this white stuff here, I actually did a ritual, and I didn't realize this was going to be so big. I did it one to see kind of how it worked, and I was going to do another one while I recorded, but it was way bigger area than I realized. So unfortunately, we didn't get to do that. But basically, this ritual of purging will get rid of the Dreadlands biome, and just in case you're wondering, it is not this ritual of cleansing. It purges the Darklands. It is not this one. It is I think it's under. I can't remember which one it's under, but it's under one of those. Amthal. Amthal. Gets rid of Dreadlands. But it turns it into a purified, or turns it into a purged biome. And I'm not sure if. Yeah, I don't think you can do anything with the purge biome. I don't think you can change it back. I mean, there's other mods that might be able to do it, but yeah. So it's like a pretty easy ritual. Just these crystallized calcium clusters, and we have the crystallizer thing. So I mean, easy enough to get. But it is a huge radius, and it destroys everything. Well, most stuff. So like, as we can see, it destroyed like the cobble things, and it was over here that I didn't realize, and it was over here that I didn't realize, and kind of messed up my mob farm quite a bit. Not surprising. There was a lot of it over here. It looks like it destroyed a bunch of cobblestone slabs. Where it tried to convert that to calcite stone, but the slabs didn't work. But yeah, and a lot in the mob farm. But it is from that like all little red things. So I was getting the plague, and then I was running around the base, and I was over here attacking mob, and I was actually spreading the biome. So I don't actually need the whole mob farm thing anymore. I really only need like a little something like this, so I can just do a powered spawner and stab stuff, or chunks or something like that. So I'm thinking I may actually just break down this whole thing. And this calcified stone is like obsidian, so it's actually not too bad. But yeah, if you're flying or something like that, it does take a while to break. But I'm thinking, yeah. And as we can see, I had redstone lamps. You can see where they used to be. It changed that into the calcified stone. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. If you are doing Abyssalcraft and you get the Dread Plague, be careful that you're not spreading it all over your base. I only happened to notice when I came over here and I saw red dirt, and I was like, what the heck is going on with that? And all the things have been killed or whatever. So yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have a different biome here now. But I think we can just, yeah, we can just do that. And then, you know, I'll clean up the base a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of show that. I wanted to do the ritual while recording, but apparently doing the ritual right here, you can see how far it went. So thankfully it didn't spread too badly, but now I don't think I'll get dread spawns anymore. That was annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish I had realized what was happening. Like, I don't know. I know if you didn't read through like the entire book or something, it doesn't always make sense that like, oh, you could be spreading this plague, and you know, until you actually see it happening, you don't realize it's going on, kind of thing. But anyway, just wanted to show that. I'll clean this all up, I think, but yeah. I'm gonna continue doing the armor stuff. So that's kind of what I'm working on right this second. And yeah, I guess we'll come back when we get something interesting. I'm a little kind of curious. You can get these reclaimed with a core remover. I'm actually not... Like, this one requires a previous tier. I'm actually not sure, like, quite how this works. Like, do you take it out of this Infernum Helvet? I actually don't know. But, alright. Let me cut here, and we'll come back in a little bit. Alright, quite some time has passed, and as we can see, I have the Prudentium armor, and the core is totally pointless to remove them from the thing. Basically, you use the core remover, and then you just get back the thing, but you lose the armor. So that's completely pointless. The armor is way more important than the really cheap core, and each core is actually not that one, but each core is like, it uses the previous tier, but super cheap. It's just for that, and yeah. So core removing thing, totally pointless. But as we can see, I have some stuff in my inventory, and the reason for that is I have kind of set up a little bit of very crude automation with some hoppers and chests, basically making these mana-infused shards, because I need to use those to get mana-infused ingots, which are required in the Prudentium ingots. So, I've got that automated, sort of. Now, if we look at this thing, you can actually put it in this multi-block, so maybe at some point I will be crafting this up depending on how many ingots of these I need, but kind of for now, we look at that, that's a whole lot of stuff that I would need to craft up. I mean, a lot of it isn't difficult, like, yeah, most of it, like almost none of it's difficult, but it's just a lot. So in the meantime, I wanted to get this going for a while. Actually gonna flip it tonight. And I've gone ahead and crafted up a couple things here. One is I have crafted up this huge observatory thing, which I probably didn't need it, but I figured why not? Let's go ahead and do it. It wasn't too bad. We've done this crafting before in the iridescent altar, and yeah, it wasn't bad at all. But basically, this is the upgraded version of the thing, and I just noticed those two constellations are like right on top of each other. But if you want the, I don't think there's any in the sky tonight, but there's a couple faint ones, or four faint, and the thing actually like spins around, which is kind of fun. You just spin it around. That's fun. But yeah, there's four faint constellations. So there's the bright ones, and then There are the what is it? Dim ones, and then there is 4 faint ones. I think there's 6 dim and 4 faint. And so in order to get these, you need to craft up the observatory. And yeah, so I did that. Didn't need it, but I did get the Horologium one. And this only you can only it appears every 36 days or so. So a lot of sleeping, turning into night, checking, not finding it, and sleeping over and over and over again until we found it. So I went ahead and got that. So I tuned a collector crystal to Horologium and a celestial crystal, just a regular one. So collector crystal and a celestial crystal, and we can see they're 900, 100, 100. So the reason for that is I'm going to do a ritual, and what this ritual does is it increases ticks, so I can speed stuff up that normally you can't speed up. So I built out the platforms, and I did test it just to make sure I had it right, because it's been a long time since I've done rituals. So first thing we're gonna do is let's do this. Let's throw the collector crystal that is attuned to Horologium. There we go. See particle effects. We know it is working. Now we just throw this attuned crystal collector on the ritual, and yep, there we go. It shoots off a beam, so we know it is working. Now I am going to connect this with this collector crystal with the same constellation. So we'll do that. So there we go. We get a ring around it, and then it should shoot off. Yes, it shoots off a beam. You can see there's a beam right there. So what we're going to do is connect, or not connect, but we have these lenses, and these are also 900, 100, 100. So I have automated the crystals, so it is easier to get them at 900, 100, 100. I don't know if it's even really, does it matter? I don't know. But anyway, right click on the lens and it will reflect the starlight back, and then it'll shoot out another one. So there is one here. So we'll do this again, and you do this 5 times. Another one over here. I don't know if you can put them like, I don't know, I've never actually tried. Can you put them like right in the, right? Or do they have to be, I don't know. I've always just put them 2 up. And then there is another one over here. All right, gotta be careful with the torches on the thing, because as we saw, it'll stop the ritual if it's like blocking something. I don't know exactly what determines that. All right, so there is 4, and then here is the last one. All right, so there is the 4 of those. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these. Just have some flying lenses up in there. All right, so that is the ritual. Now that is, I think that is technically like tick accelerating stuff around here, but I don't have anything around here to tick accelerate. What we are going to do is actually use these ritual anchors and go ahead and do this. And it is 5 5 above the ritual. So we're going to go ahead and place that. And that should shoot up. Yep. Shoot up into the thing. And what we're going to do is go place this other one where we want the ritual. So this one is a tick accelerator. If you want to do like a growth one, I would put a thing over by the crops and all sorts. So I'm going to put that right there. All you do is the linking tool. Yeah, we can see the particles. So I'm going to right click with that and then right click over this one. And I'm pretty sure it has to be the same dimension, but don't quote me on that. So, all right, now we can see all the fun colors being sent into the ritual anchor, particle effects. We know it is working. And there are colored lenses you can put on these. I actually don't really understand like what they do. I don't think it's necessary in this one, and I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I haven't actually tried it, but like if I put a regeneration, like what would that do? Does that work with the rituals or is that for something else? I don't know. But yeah, there we go. And we can see some of our things over here are being affected. Let's turn it to night again. So if we take a look at that, throw a bunch of these in. So that'll go. That should go in there. Yep. And we can see it's kind of like it's jumping because it's being sped up. So I can't remember how many ticks this is, but you can see it's not smooth, but it is being sped up. Like that one was super quick. So yeah, there we go. And you can see which ones are being affected. Now I do think this is random. I haven't found a way to link this stuff. Like, why is it affecting this chest? And I have also tried it over here to speed up all the magma crucibles and stuff, and like all these conduits and these machines and everything. Like it is just choosing random ones, so I can't always get it to choose the one I want, and sometimes it would pick over here and then it would pick like a sprinkler and all sorts. So trying to get it to affect the machines that you want, I think you need to kind of limit the amount that it can pick. So I probably would be smart to like break these. So throw those in there. And then, yeah, doesn't look like they can affect these, but yeah, it looks like it's doing the hoppers, the arcane voyage, and this chest for some reason. I don't know, it must be coded as like a machine or something like that. I don't know. But all right, so there, I just wanted to show that. That is pretty cool. And yeah, we will be using rituals again at some point. I have tried it out over by the farm as well. Oh, and I did some upgrades at the farm. We'll quickly take a look at this. And if you put that over here, it affects the sprinklers. And as I get over here, my tick rate definitely slows down, or my frames drop for sure. And I'm sure it's because it's all the updates, but that's why I put this over here, so we can just have this running. Don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we have 2 plant gatherers now, and each of them have a smaller range. So if we do that, we can see the range. And they're 7x7 plots. I expanded a little bit. So yeah, I think that's about as big as we can make it without. Well, I guess I could put a light source above it. For some reason, I keep forgetting that, you know, if I wanted to, I could. For the plants that say it's not bright enough or not enough light, I could put it above it, but I never think to do that. I just like, oh, let's throw on a torch. But yeah, this works, because if it was one farther away, then the ones in the middle wouldn't have enough light. So I think a 7x7, and it's just kind of like a nice size, I think, for these. And I had these. I had one over there and one over here, and I had them both on the big size for the whole farm, but it didn't feel like it was going any faster. So we can see how it goes like that, and then I'll go there. Yeah. So other than these speed upgrades, I don't know if there's any other way to get this faster. I guess a tick accelerator would do it, but I don't remember it when I put it over here. I didn't check, but I didn't notice the tick accelerator affecting these machines. It was only affecting like sprinklers, but maybe I just didn't notice. But all right, so that is that. Now I am crafting up, like I said, this armor we're kind of working on, and I need to get like a teleport over there or something faster. Or how about I did think about having like a minecart. Build a minecart out there. I thought that would be kind of fun to hop on a minecart to the farm. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But yeah, these essences, they are something with the lag on the A system. Like I don't even, these took, you know, a couple minutes to figure out. I don't even want to know if when I put in, because we're going to need 408 of these for the ingots. I don't even want to know. It's going to take like half an hour to figure that out with all the nested crafting. But, oh, and the other thing, you be careful with the zenith furnace. It goes so fast that it flickers on and off, and it causes some like pretty severe frame rate issues. So I went ahead, and the recipes I did on there are like bigger recipes, so it puts more ingots in there. Otherwise, it was flickering on and off, and it was dropping my frame rate by like, it's where like 30. But all right, I just wanted to kind of give a bit of an update with that, and yeah, I basically need 400 and something of these mana infused ingots for the intermedium we're working on. Yep. So these require mana steel, not a problem. We have a crop, but it does need. I need 400 or 100. I need 102 ingots. 102 ingots each. These recipes for the full set is 102 ingots. So I need 102 ingots of this, which means I need, you know, 408 mana infused. But thankfully, the next part is mana steel, which is easy. And then the next part after that is Terra Steel, which is, now that's super easy because we have tons of Terra Steel. So, and then the last one, Supremium. Thankfully, we have Elementium. There's a seed for that. I should get that seed, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, now we have a farm for this, so yeah, chugging along with the armors. Definitely not enough of that, so I'm going to have to get this farm running up again for the withers. So anyway, let me cut here and we will come back. And we are back, and just wanted to show what this looks like when it's being tick accelerated. It's kind of funny. Unfortunately, when I placed it down, I can keep trying to place it down, but I haven't. It doesn't seem to want to do the Magma Crucible and one of the things, but oh well. But as we can see, it just like randomly, right? So it's got a couple things over here. It looks like this tank is being sped up, like this chest, this one, this capacitor. Like it's just so random. This conduit, but we have it on. It's doing the fluid transposer at least. So yeah. All right. Also, just kind of been working on things around the base. Upgraded a bunch of the things in the altar, and the altar is it's in such a funny place. But yeah, maybe I'll move it at some point. But yeah, it works for now. I have beacons, so it's a tier 5. I don't have them actually working. You don't need to. You can if you want active beacons, but yeah. Built out the thing underneath a little bit. I haven't, it's not optimized at all, but, I have some of it. I could have dropped it down one more, and each level I could have dropped down one more, so it would have more space, but, oops. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. It basically for making the runes and stuff. But yeah, I've been kind of just looking around at where we want to go here, and just doing some quests as I'm waiting for other stuff to get crafted up. So I'm doing like some of these installers and circuits and stuff like that. We do have an advanced infusing factory here. This is for the circuits. I just put it on. I don't really need it on here, to be honest, but I have a whole bunch of speed upgrades, and now it's a factory. But I don't even craft that much stuff up. But I'm getting a little more stuff here. I have another metallic infuser, and then this is for reinforced alloys. So I'm kind of just slowly upgrading everything as we need. One of the reasons that I wanted to push for these, the ultimate circuit, is because they're used in draconic stuff, so that's what kind of opens up the draconic and draconic electrum. Easy enough, but the electrum, the ultimate circuits are a bit more complicated. But yeah, so I was trying to figure out where we want to go at this point. I think we've done. I think we've gotten a pretty good. We've been through most of the magic mods. Opened up a lot of the stuff. We've got a woot farm. We have our tier 5 altar. I don't think I'm going to do tier 6, although because there is recipes for the crystal cluster, so technically I think we can make a tier 6 altar, but I don't think there's any point. But I was thinking, all right, so maybe it's time to get the next tier of crafting table. So the elite crafting table. Yeah, so I was thinking about getting the elite crafting table, or maybe the automation, and it's a little beyond what we can do at the moment. But yeah, so I was looking at the tier 7, and I am noticing some stuff. Elite components, these are easy. I mean, black iron is still annoying, but add this to the thing over here. It's not too bad. And obviously these, but yeah, we're gonna need some dimensional shards here. And curious we can get that from a laser if we really wanted to. Very, very low weight. But the other thing, that's easy enough. It looks like it is locked behind galacticraft. So I don't think there is any way for me to get this without going to space. So it looks like if we want to, I mean, the dimensional stuff we can just craft up some random dimension. That's not too difficult. The machine frames, I actually think we opened quite a while ago. Yeah, refined obsidian, electrum, hard carbon alloy. I mean, that's easy. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to hit up space here sooner than later. So yeah, I've never actually done galacticraft with actual galacticraft. I've only done it with Well, these recipes have been changed as well, it looks like. But I've only done it with Greg Tech and Greg Tech New Horizons, so a lot of the stuff was really difficult to craft up. It was highly gated. But yeah, I'm seeing stuff. I'm like, what? Manganese dioxide, thorium oxide. All right. Well, crushed roses, we have that now. I got all this stuff. All right. So it looks like we're gonna have to, yeah, get into some galacticraft next episode. I'm gonna continue doing all this crafting up. As we can see, it's been a little while since I cut last, but yeah, I'm just gonna let this. I'm gonna continue crafting this up. We don't need to see it. With this armor, it is. These ingots, holy cow, are these? Do these take a long, long time? I think the one we're doing now, I needed 7,000 something ingots or something like that for these. I think I needed, yeah, like 7,000. So, I mean, we're tearing through the blaze. I think I just used 35,000 blaze essence. So, yeah. It's going to be a little while before we get the Supremium one, I'm thinking. But all right, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll come back, and I think we will try to get some galacticraft going and see if we can get to the new planets. I want to kind of just tear through them. I don't really want to kind of sit around and I don't even know what the rockets look like. Tier 1 rocket. All right. I have such like PTSD from this in Greg Tech New Horizons, but this is much easier. All right, so this isn't anywhere. This isn't scary at all. But yeah. Anyway, we'll come back and we'll check it out next episode. Thanks for watching and have a good one.